Hello. Uh, yeah, this is just going to be like a quick little video of me trying to tidy up this. So some things we want to note right off the hop is we're not really sure where the text box is. So it looks like it's just here. And if people type, it looks like it auto. That's pretty good. Okay, so what I would do though is I'm going to, because I also noticed that they're not, oops. I noticed that they're not named the same. It's like 1, 1, 5, 6, 6, 7, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to do a text field right there. And we're going to call it course title 1. Like that. Oops. And then we're going to zoom in. We're going to not spending too much time on it. That's basically what you want, right? Cool. A little more. Yeah, I'm good with that. Put it over like that. Maybe a little bit more like that. Cool. So now that that's done, we're going to properties. I always like giving it a purple background because it just tends to be the like universal Adobe like type in here kind of shebang. So we do that. I always do black border, purple or lavender fill, and then font size is auto. That way it automatically corrects. And that's about it. Okay, cool. And then we hit close, and that's what we got, right? Not too bad. So I'm going to maybe do that. Cool. And then what we do, right, is we just right click, create multiple copies. We're only going to do the 4 down. So we'll do 4 like that. And then we're going to click OK. And then all we have to do is if we move this one down like that, and that one down like that, and that one down like that, and then we try to align them all so they're evenly distributed. And there you go. Look how clean and snazzy that looks, right? And now people can type things, and you know, if they want to say like arts 1110 introduction to university, you know, it's just like very clear where it begins and where it ends. So I would do that. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all good. 5, 6, 7, 8. These are good as well. So what we can do is just copy those, delete them, copy, paste, and then if you hold shift on your keyboard and use the arrow keys, you can just kind of shift it over. That we don't have to use the mouse, it's more precise. And then you can hold control and use the arrow keys, and that'll make things smaller. And there you go. There's that done. And then the only thing is, as you can see, it's linked right now because we copied them over. And that's fine. Sometimes that's useful, but not for our purposes. So all we have to do is on the right-hand side, we come to this one where it says course title 1. So we go to the one below it, which is 2. And we're going to say course title. I'm going to copy that. 2, 3, 4, oops, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. And then come back up here and rename this one too. So the hotkey to rename there is F2. It's at the top left corner of your keyboard. Anyway, so those are all updated now. So now we can, you know, we can erase something here, and it won't fill anywhere else. They're all separated. They're all individual. So I'd probably redo all of them like that. And then you don't really need any of this either. You know what I mean? You can just kind of toast all that Just get rid of it. And I'm just using the tab button to get it to space over. Don't use a space. Use tab, that way it keeps it all aligned. And then you can pretty much just do the same thing, you know what I mean? You just prepare form. Oh, it's already there. Perfect. Let's just tidy it up then. I'm going to reinvent the wheel. Make it all smaller, like that. What we're going to do, we're going to select all of them. Properties, appearance, black, lavender. Yeah, auto, cool. So that's the nice thing about adding the border is that we can tell when things are going to be overlapping, which we do not want. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So there you go. And you can like straighten this out a little bit if you want. I kind of do want to straighten it out a little bit, not gonna lie. Like that. You know, you can fix that one too if you want. God, I'm wasting time, but I know that so many people spend time in Adobe readjusting things. I imagine it's how they spend most of their time. Okay, so that is this one done. This is done. The grade still here, still works, which is all good. Right. Research activity. So this looks like a multi-line document, which is fine. However, what we can do is instead of using that, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this guy back up. And just basically just go to the bottom and you hit backspace, and then when you're done, you can just kind of drag up. So it looks like that's the first it's going to go. So we go back to prepare form. We're going to do add a text field like this. We're going to try to keep it the same dimensions as the guy up there and do that. Right click properties. We're going to change the name to research activities. Appearance black border, purple fill. And we want, under options, you want check spelling, yes. Multi-line, yes. Scroll long text, yes. That's going to give you a scroll bar. And then allow rich text formatting. You absolutely want that. That allows you to do like bold and underline and stuff, I think. So now, you know, test 1, 2, 3. Whoops. If we just, for an example, right, just fill it, it'll just keep scrolling down, right? And we should... Oops. See, we can make things bold, we can make things underlined, we can make things italic, bold, and underlined if we want, and do all sorts of stuff. So that's pretty good. So that's done. These checkboxes you can do. Are these checkboxes already? No, it's a. So I would do this checkbox like that. For sure. Rename them later. We're going fast right now. So there's a little checkbox. Like people just check it instead of having to like type an X in. You could do the same here as I've already shown. I think this is all standard. This all looks good. This needs help. So all of these, what I can tell you right now is that this, if I type something in here, it's going to appear everywhere, I think. Let's find out. Yep. Okay. So that is why we need to rename things, is because if we rename them to, you know, we'll say cheeseburger, because it's getting close to lunch and I'm getting hungry. And then we erase here. See how it doesn't, see? So that's how things are connected. It's by name, right? So I put 1 in cheeseburger that I renamed, nothing appears, but the rest of them, put 1 because they're all numbered, they're all named 8, it appears. So the fix for that is go through and rename all of them, basically. Easy enough. And then the signatures, I think we already discussed, is basically just a bunch of signature fields on top of each other. All right, so if we go here and we try to sign, it's just, you know, we can try to sign like that, like that, and like it'll sign, but if, well, you know what, that might actually not be that bad, but still, this is going to cause issues. And they're going to make it load a lot slower too. Every signature field has to be like validated and everything. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, but anyways, that's what I would suggest. So what I can do is I can email this to you as like a starting point if you want. And then I find that I tend to get fairly good feedback on my Adobe forms. So, take what works for you and leave what doesn't. And let me know if you have any questions. Bye.